I have just arrived in Singapore together with my mom and my Indonesian girlfriend Lisa. It's their first time here, and over the next few days I will show them around the city. We will visit some of the most iconic landmarks, try local food at a hawker center, and explore a place that might surprise them both, and you maybe as well.
Surprising, isn't it?
But that's not all. At the end of our trip here I have a challenge for them, something they've never done before, but the big question is, will they actually dare to do it? Okay, my mom is a bit too scared now, I think.
I'm not coming in.
Too scared? So what will my mom's and Lisa's first impressions of Singapore be like? Join us and let's find out. Alright, and we literally just landed here, got through immigration. Welcome to Singapore. And yeah, I have been here before. This is my third time visiting Singapore, so I know some places.
Which is a good thing for us.
And yeah, the first thing that we are going to visit is actually right here at the airport. So let's see if we can find that. And yeah, if you're planning a trip to Singapore, then this video might also be helpful for you to plan the trip. Because yeah, I prepared a typical tourist first-timers tour here in Singapore for my mom and my girlfriend. What is your thought of Singapore? Like, what do you know about Singapore? What do you expect here?
I don't really know much about Singapore apart from that they are an English-speaking country, that they are very clean and rich. That's what I expect. Well, that's what I think this is.
Singapore is actually one of the richest countries in the world, and that is mainly due to their strategic location here in Southeast Asia. So many big ships, for example, they pass by here and they all pay a toll fee to Singapore. That's one of the reasons why Singapore got so rich. And what do you know about Singapore?
I just know like Singapore is #1 passport in the world.
Oh, that's actually true. Yeah, the Singaporean passport is the strongest passport in the world. It's even stronger than our German passport.
Yeah, that surprises me.
I think there are like 2 or 3 countries that Singapore can visit visa-free, which we can't visit. But I'm not sure which countries these are. Okay, and that's the building where we're heading to, which is right next to Terminal 1, I believe. Say again.
Tidak mau.
She just said, oh, it's raining over there.
No, I'm just kidding. I
know,
know that is a waterfall.
Of course. But it was so funny how she said, oh, it's raining over there. But yeah, we do have a waterfall here inside the airport. And probably you have seen a picture or a video of this waterfall before. It's world famous, the Singapore airport waterfall. And that's already the first highlight, the first sightseeing spot when you're coming to Singapore right here at the airport.
This is amazing.
That's impressive, right? You can drive by with the train here as well. I think it's actually a train from one terminal to the other. So if you're taking the right train, then you can actually drive by here with the train as well. What a welcome to the country, right? A huge waterfall right at the airport. I think I remember that this is actually the world's largest indoor waterfall. And it's actually amazing how it works. So the water comes from over there. So the glass rooftop is almost like a lake up there. And then the water falls down and then down the hole. And then somehow gets pumped up to the roof, I guess. And what is important to know, you can't visit this place without clearing immigration first. So if you're just transiting here, for example, you can't see this place. And yeah, something just for you guys now. Everything that I have planned in the next few days is going to be a surprise for both of them. So I told them a little bit about the plans, but they don't really know what we're going to do, including the challenge at the end, which I'm really looking forward to see if they dare to do it. So everything that you're going to see in the rest of the video is going to be a surprise for them. And yeah, my mom also just said that this is a very impressive airport. And this airport actually has been voted the world's best airport several times. Yeah, right. Okay, in Singapore you can also use the Grab app, which works like Uber, for example. A very popular app all around Southeast Asia. And yeah, we are staying near the city center, and to get from the airport to the area of the city center takes about half an hour. Okay, thank you very much for the ride.
Thank you very much for the ride and for the interesting information you provided us with.
Alright, and we have arrived, and in case you're wondering, we are paying 34 Singapore dollar now for about half an hour ride with the Grab app. And yeah, we are staying at the Kienne serviced apartments. We are here for a few days now, and this is about 380 Singapore dollars per night. So let's see what that gets us here in Singapore.
We have complimentary coffee daily, 7:30 to 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Morning we don't provide breakfast, but there's a complimentary croissant and pastry in the morning.
And there's a gym here, a laundromat, yes, kids club and swimming pool and barbecue. Pool, yeah. Oh, and they have one of my favorite snacks. I absolutely love these. I first tried them in Malaysia years ago and they are so delicious. Oh, that's a nice thing here to have in the lobby. Very delicious. One of my favorite sweets in Asia. I'm not sure from which country they actually are. I found them in Thailand, in Malaysia.
It's very sugary.
Thank you.
Sugar and flour.
Look at this. This is drink like a local. So the different drinks that they have here in Singapore. kopi, kopi o. Kopi o kosong. Kopi means coffee. And kopi o, I'm not sure what the O stands for. Coffee, sugar, no milk. And we also have eat like a local here.
Speak like a local.
Hainanese chicken rice, nasi lemak, roti prata, motabak. Okay, so let's see what the apartment is like. Oh, that is a good first impression. So we have a little kitchen area, that's the first thing I notice, including many water bottles. Okay, so we are having this living room here basically in the middle, and this is not only a couch, this can also be turned into a sofa bed. And then we have two identical bedrooms, one on the left side, one on the right side. They both look exactly the same and they both have a bathroom attached. So that means you can in theory stay here, I think, with up to 6 people. And then there are 3 desk areas as well. We have a kettle here. We can make coffee, and there's actually a third toilet here as well, together with the washing machine in this room. But I also have a laundromat room here. And yeah, then on the 11th floor there is a rooftop pool, which I'm definitely gonna be using the next few days. So I would say this is everything we need for a couple of days here in Singapore. So I'm actually very happy with this place. So what do you think of our apartment for the next days here in Singapore?
Really, really nice.
Really nice, right? Okay, now let's get some food. Their first time trying Singaporean food. And yeah, I decided to bring both of them to a hawker center. Something very typical here in Singapore. And yeah, this is actually a very typical Singapore view here. We are in the business district, downtown area. Looks very nice. To be honest, I also really like Singapore, so I'm also happy to be back here.
This doesn't look like any other Asian city I've seen so far, which isn't that many. It's just Bangkok and Jakarta, but this isn't anything like that. It's totally different. It's more like an American vibe, maybe like Florida or something. I've not been to Florida, but this is how I imagine Miami to look like.
Alright, but before we are going to get food here, I need to find an ATM actually. Okay, and I got some cash. So this is the money here in Singapore. In case you're wondering, this is 50 Singapore dollar, and it looks like this. Actually, I think it's beautiful money. Right? You also like it?
Yeah, it is. And this is so expensive for me, like around 600 rupiah.
Yeah, 600,000 Indonesian rupiah.
Yeah,
50 Singapore dollar.
It's only one money. Like
yeah, like only.
I bring 600.
Yeah, in Indonesia you would need, for 600,000 you would need 6 bills of 100,000 each.
Yeah, right.
And here only 1 bill. And yeah, 50 Singapore dollar equals to about 37 US dollar. Okay, so we are at a hawker center now, very typical here in Singapore. It's basically like a food court, plenty of different options here, and you can collect your food. And then there's one seating area where you can sit down and enjoy all the food. And you can find plenty of these hawker center all around Singapore. And I think the reason they exist here is because they banned street food a while ago in order to keep the city clean. So you don't really find street food carts in Singapore, like in Bangkok and Jakarta or in the Philippines, for example. And yeah, I think a food court like this is perfect when you are in Singapore for the first time, so you can try your way around a bit.
You can look first my menu, sate.
Ini sate apa?
Sate ayam.
Oh, sate bakso.
Bakso nggak ada.
Ini
Cuma dia taruh aja.
She can actually speak with this man right here. He's from Malaysia, and yeah, she's from Indonesia. The language is almost the same, so they can actually communicate.
Yeah, personal interpreter.
Terus yang ada.
Oke, kalau mau campur-campur ayam, kambing.
Oh, boleh dicampur.
Ya, boleh gabung
Do you like
sekali.
You can mix.
Yes.
Champur mix.
Yeah, champur
Yeah,
is
I
mixed.
understand
Yeah.
that. Look at the
Yes.
prices here.
Enough for
$70 for satay. That's like 50 US dollar. All of this together?
All this, yes.
So that's like in total 50 pieces.
Yeah, total is 50 pieces.
You think we can
But-
eat 50 pieces?
Okay, you see the
So
satay?
gila.
No gila. You see, some people are really hungry. They don't take this one. No, they take from this one.
Now I see why the price is high, because this is 50 pieces.
Yeah, because I can recommend for you.
Then it's actually not that high. So you get like 50 pieces in this set, and that is 70 Singapore dollar. But if you order per piece, then the price is actually less than 1 Singapore dollar. I also want to have a look inside.
Yeah, you
But
look.
if we get satay, we come back to you.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
You look first.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Yeah,
and
right,
then
right.
you want to eat satay, you come to me.
Okay.
Okay?
We get satay from you.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, this is the #1 food to try here in Singapore, Hainanese chicken rice. So we definitely need to get one portion of that.
This seems to be the place to be at night.
Yeah, it's very busy, right? In case you're wondering, it is close to 9 p.m. Monday evening in Singapore.
No idea what I should eat, but it looks all so delicious and interesting.
Yeah.
I want to try everything.
It's actually a bit overwhelming. There are so many delicious looking food options here that even I can't decide. Oh, there's even Filipino cuisine and Korean. And I saw Indian earlier, and Thai, and Chinese. There's literally everything here.
I follow you on Instagram, so
Oh, thank you so much.
yeah. So
Oh.
when I noticed you, this guy I've seen him before.
Oh, are you from Singapore?
Yeah, I'm from here.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Finally.
I'm filming a video at the moment.
Oh, okay.
You want to say hi to the vlog?
Hi everyone, welcome to Singapore.
What's your name?
My name is Haris. Enjoy
Yes,
your
thank you so much. Nice to meet you. Oh, okay.
This is really an experience. This is wow.
Yeah, it is a bit overwhelming in there. It's so crowded now and so many delicious looking food options. But yeah, I choose to invite both of them for a classical Singaporean meal. The number one thing that you have to try here probably. If you're from Singapore, let me know if you agree with that. But we do have Hainanese chicken rice here. So I think this is steamed chicken and this is roasted chicken. And then both together with rice. So both of their first time trying this meal. And then after this meal, we're also going to get some satay from over there. And yeah, I found 100 plus, my favorite drink from Malaysia usually. But I also have it here in Singapore. And you're drinking?
Teh-o.
Teh-o.
Ice sweet tea.
Sweet iced tea.
Sweet iced tea.
I'm seriously impressed with everything.
You're seriously impressed?
Seriously impressed.
Okay, then let's try the food. Oh, I really like it.
That rice is seriously nice. And I'm definitely gonna try that at home.
You want to try cooking it at home?
I will try that.
Yeah. And yeah, what's so special about Hainanese chicken rice is that the rich flavor that this meal has comes from the grains that have been pre-fried in chicken fat and then cooked in chicken broth. And that also makes the meal more nutritious in my opinion, because yeah, cooking it in chicken broth really adds a nice flavor to it, a unique flavor.
The chicken was delicious. Like I prefer this one.
This one?
I give it rate like 9 out of 10.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's a very high rating for her.
Yeah.
She's usually very picky when it comes to food. Really, a 9 out of 10 rating?
Yeah, enak.
Oh, Singapore, that is really good. 10 ayam, 10 sapi.
No, don't say that. 5 ayam, 5 sapi.
10 means 10.
Ah, no, okay. Lima is 5.
Yes,
Oh, I'm
Lima
getting
is five.
confused. I need to remember my Bahasa Melayu. 5 ayam,
Linguistic error.
5 ayam, 5 sapi.
Boleh ajar. Dia boleh learn Indonesia.
Yeah, I need to learn more. Yeah, I'm trying to learn a bit Bahasa Indonesia actually, but it is almost the same in Malaysia. So in case you don't know satay, it's very popular not only in Singapore, also in Malaysia or Indonesia. It's basically little meat skewers, and you can also get it with prawn or seafood. And then they are put on the grill here and then freshly grilled. And then you usually get cucumbers on the side, and then it looks like this on your table. So little meat skewers. So satay is nothing unusual for you.
Yes.
You know that in Indonesia, but for you it's something new. Okay, I'm gonna try the beef one first.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, very crunchy and crispy from the outside. I really like that.
Marinade is really nice.
Yeah?
It's really soft actually and so delicious. Similar like sate marangi in Indonesia.
Same as in Indonesia, or can you taste the
Tastes
difference?
different but similar.
What's the rating for this from you?
10 out of 10.
Really?
Yes.
I'm
I
really
like it.
impressed. Like usually when I'm trying food with her, she's a bit picky and the ratings that she usually gives is pretty low. So 9 out of 10 and 10 out of 10 for Singaporean food. That's really good. Okay, and good morning again from Singapore. It is the next day now. We had a great sleep here in our accommodation. And yeah, I have some very interesting things planned for the day. And we're going to end this day with watching something very special here in Singapore. What I didn't know yet is that this day would end with my mom getting very emotional, but more about that later. And she's actually very excited. Like in the morning, you already wanted to go out and explore. Because yeah, she's in a new country. And I can relate to that feeling. When I'm in a new country, I also really like to just walk around and see and enjoy the vibes, getting to know the vibes. So let's explore Singapore.
Guys, I want to show you this side, like L and K. Lisa and Ken.
Yeah, Singapore actually tries to be a very green city as well. So you can see it all over the city that there are many trees, plants. Sometimes even on the buildings they put plants on the outside. For example, here on this building you can see it a lot on the balconies. And over there's a tree on one of the floors. So they're really trying to be a green city here in Singapore. And we're going to use the metro to get to the next place of the town. It's like a shopping mall here, right?
I was just thinking that.
Yeah, you get down, you want to go to the metro station, downstairs, and suddenly you're inside an underground mall. You can even buy fruits here, you can get coffee here, food.
And I'm guessing somewhere we can also get the train here.
Yeah, I hope so, yeah. And it is a bit like a maze here. So many different exits and ways to go. I never saw a metro station like this anywhere in my country, Germany. And here we are. This finally looks like the entrance to a metro station. So let's see where we can get the tickets. If I remember correctly from my last time I was in Singapore, you can actually just tap your credit card here. And then the ticket price is automatically deducted from your card. But I think I want to buy a regular ticket here now. And we do have ticketing service kiosk. Place your card to begin. Well, I don't have a card. Let's do the old school way, actually talk to a person. Where can I buy just a single journey ticket?
You can use your credit card to tap in. We don't sell one-way tickets.
And it actually works, yeah, easy. The security in Singapore. You are being watched. CCTV in operation. Yeah, it should, doesn't it?
Being watched.
Does this make you feel uncomfortable or feel safe?
Well, basically, it's make me safe, but yes, you are being watched sounds a bit like.
But yeah, Singapore is very safe. Nothing to worry here. Singapore is actually one of the safest countries in the world. Okay, and we need to go to airport direction, I think. Yes, we are here, Raffles Place, and we want to go to Bugis. So only 2 stations. And look at all the lines here to organize the queues of people. So one here, and then through to enter this door. My mom just wondered if the metros here are driverless. The train actually drove by too fast. I couldn't see if there's a driver sitting in the front or not. But I'm just seeing this, no eating or drinking.
So what am I gonna do with this now?
I don't know. Okay, apparently it's okay if you have a drink in your hands and you just hold it, but you don't drink it. But yeah, the fines in Singapore are quite high. $500 fine for drinking, $1,000 fine for smoking. And as you can see here, the metro lines are stretching all over the country basically. So you can reach every corner with one of these lines. So that's also interesting in Singapore. So everything is of course in English. And then we have Chinese here. And then this, I think, is Bahasa, and we have the Indian Hindi language here. Okay, and a few minutes later we have arrived. And yeah, one of the guys on the train actually explained that you can actually take a drink with you. Like he said, many people are doing that, but you're not allowed to actually drink it on the train. So holding it should be fine, but not drinking it. But also there are no trash bins here, so where do you throw it? My mom just asked where she can find a bin.
Photo with you.
A photo
Mr.
with
Ken.
me?
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Ken, hello.
Can I take a photo?
Sure, where are you from?
Singapore.
Singapore?
Yeah, I love your videos.
Oh, thank you. Now you're in the video.
Thank you.
Actually, quite a few people recognize me here in Singapore. Well, I always like that. Whenever you are seeing me in public, please don't be shy to say hello. I always like to meet the people that watch my videos. And yeah, we just asked one of the security guys why there are no bins in here. And he explained it's for security reasons, so nothing can be hidden inside the trash cans. Alright, and here we are in Bugis, or the place where we're going through is the Bugis street over there. That's what I would like to show Lisa and my mom. Still looking for a bin? No, these are no bins. It's very difficult to find a bin here. I remember when I was in Korea, it was also very difficult to find public trash cans there.
Germany, you have bins every 20 meters.
Yeah.
And trash in the middle, in between of them.
Yeah, right. You don't have that here. Oh, but look at that. I finally found trash cans. So I can throw away the tea. That almost caused my mom to do something illegal here in Singapore, drinking inside the metro. Okay, we got rid of the tea.
The contravention.
Finally.
Okay, so this place is heaven for street food lovers. It's not really street food, you know. It's similar like a hawker center, so we have plenty of stalls here. It's also like a typical Asian market where you can buy fake clothes, handbags, all of that. We need to try this. This is very typical for Singapore. Kaya butter toast. Hello. Can I get a kaya butter toast? Yeah, one. So he's making our kaya toast fresh right over there. I really like kaya, that's the green paste that he's spreading on it. And then adding the butter. And then I think he's going to put it in the microwave or the little oven over there to heat it up a bit so the butter melts. Alright, this is kaya butter toast. Very typical or very popular to eat here in Singapore. Okay, your first time trying this, and of course my mom's first time as well. Let's see what she thinks. So there's butter on it, there's kaya, which is similar like coconut, and the toast of course. It's good?
It's very good. Before, I said to him, I don't think I like it.
Yeah.
And when I eat it, I really like it.
Really?
Yeah, I really like the toast, like very crunchy.
Yeah.
And I like the butter.
Okay.
So good, so
Good.
delicious.
Oh, I'm happy both of them like it. And yes, I also really like it. Great little snack. Alright, I also want to get kaya balls here. These are very delicious, small little snacks, similar like a pancake. And then they are filled with either kaya, cheese, durian or Nutella. Mix 2 flavors only for each for $5. We need to buy minimum 8 pieces. Okay, then we're going to get 4 kaya and 4 cheese maybe. Is that okay? 4 kaya, 4 cheese? Okay. Can I get 4 kaya and 4 cheese? Usually they get freshly made in here.
Yeah.
That's how you make them, right?
Oh, this one must wait. Must wait 10 minutes.
Oh, I just mean that usually, or this is where you make them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but these are already finished.
Yeah,
Yeah. So usually she puts the dough in these little holes here, and then they get this round shape, like a ball. You can get crab here, you can get this one, the kaya, peanut pancake, egg tart, more pancakes here. Yeah, so many different options. $5?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Thank you very much. Okay, the first time trying this. Let's see if this is with kaya or with cheese, I don't know.
Alright. I think kaya.
Kaya. And is it delicious? Yeah? Okay, let's see which one I got. Cheese or kaya? This one is definitely cheese. Tastes like very thick cheese, very thick consistency.
Similar like cake in Indonesia, we call it kue cubit. Cubit, it means pinch.
Pinch. Cheese inside or kaya? Similar like a pancake consistency. How is it?
Very similar to pancake, yes. It's a bit like filled poppetjes.
Poffertjes, yes, from the Netherlands. We then also explored around Chinatown, a very interesting area of the city. Singapore, the fine city. Smoking fine 1000. No urinating in lifts. No feeding. Feeding the birds is even not allowed. And then it was time to head to the most famous area of the city. But what I didn't know yet, later in the evening my mom is going to get very emotional, as you will see later. But first, let's have a look at the most famous area of the town. Because this is one of the highlights, one of the places you have to come to when you are visiting Singapore, definitely. The famous view to the Marina Bay Sands Hotel. This is the place.
It looks a bit futuristic.
Yeah, right.
Looks a bit futuristic.
Very interesting building, I think. Yeah, so this is the most famous view of Singapore. We have a little bay area here, and then we have the famous statue over there, which we are going to check out in a minute too. We have the Marina Bay Sands Hotel, and behind it is Gardens by the Bay, where we are going to in the evening. And then on this side you have the city center of Singapore, all the high buildings, the skyscrapers. Okay, and Lisa's taking some pictures of my mom now. Yeah, this is the one picture that you want to have here in Singapore.
1, 2, 3.
For me, this is actually my 3rd time at this place, and I still like seeing famous places like this, even if it's the 3rd time here already. But I'm actually very happy that I am able to take Lisa and my mom here. It's both their first time seeing this in real life. Of course, you have seen this before on pictures or videos, right?
Yeah, right.
But standing here by yourself, seeing it with your own eyes feels different, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I am here.
Now you're here. And I'm very happy that you're here with me. So we can have a look at this famous place together. It's overall a very beautiful area here. The whole bayfront here where you can walk in. There are several cafes and restaurants here. And of course, this is a very touristy place. So you see people from all over the world here, basically. A very international place, which I also always like. And yeah, over there it's even more crowded because we have the famous statue right here, which everyone wants on their pictures, of course. Oh, look at this. There's a police robot here. I think it is a police robot. I saw these before. They drive around. Actually, I don't know, but I think so. The last time I was in Singapore, I saw one of these driving around, and I think they are here to do some kind of surveillance. So this is the #1 photo spot here. As you can see, everyone here takes the same picture of the statue, because here you can get a really cool shot. Actually, you have the statue on the right side and the Marina Bay Sands on the left side. So this is actually a very cool picture location.
I have to say, it really is very, very clean here. It doesn't look like that in any sites in, say, Berlin or something. It doesn't look this clean. It's really, really clean.
Okay, I actually have a little tip for you if you're coming here. If you walk away a bit on this bridge here, from here I think you can actually take a really beautiful picture, because you have the hotel in the picture, you have the statue right there, and the whole bay here, and also the high skyscrapers there. So this is, I think, the most beautiful picture, and as you can see, there's almost nobody here. Everyone is standing down there. So if you're coming here and you want to get this shot as well, just walk onto this bridge here. Okay, after a long photo session, we took plenty of pictures here. Now we're actually going up there. I want to show them the view from up there as well. There's a rooftop bar. So this is actually a hotel. There's also a swimming pool up there, the world's largest infinity pool. But as a non-hotel guest, you can visit the rooftop bar up there. So that's where we're heading to now. And now we are on floor 57. That was pretty fast, actually. Actually, on the back side, we also have this view. All the ships lying in front of Singapore here. And down there we have Gardens by the Bay, where we are going to head in like an hour, and I think my mom is really going to enjoy this place later on. And over there, that's the observation deck. So there are two options to visit the top of the tower here. You can either go to the observation deck, that is 36 Singapore dollar entrance, or you can go to the C'est La Vie Sky Bar here, which has an entrance fee of 35 Singapore dollar, but that price includes a voucher for food and drinks here as well. And also the queue for the C'est La Vie bar was way shorter than the queue for the observation deck. Okay, so we got a seat here with a beautiful view over the city and also a beautiful sunset view. This is actually the first proper sunset view that we have on this trip. In case you haven't watched the previous videos, I'm currently on a trip with Lisa and my mom. Previously we have been to Jakarta and to an island in Indonesia. So Singapore is our second out of 3 countries that we're going to visit on this trip, and also the whole view over the city here is just breathtaking.
It's very beautiful, breathtaking, as you said. It's really, really nice.
So we just had some food here as well. My mom had a salad, Lisa is having French fries, and I had a beef burger. And then we're also having some juices on the side. And yeah, all of this food here was almost covered with the 3 vouchers that we had together. I think I paid like 20 Singapore dollar extra on top. So this is quite pricey here, but yeah, of course you have a breathtaking view on top of the most famous building here in Singapore.
That view is the polar opposite of the place where I live. It's really something to take in.
Okay, so we also had a beautiful night view now. I have to say the Singapore skyline by night is really one of the most beautiful skylines. So it is really worth to come up here before sunset. So about 1 hour before is the time when we arrived here, and then stay until like half an hour or so after sunset. So you have both of the views, the daylight view as well as the nightlight view. Which view did you enjoy more? The daylight or the night view?
I think the night one, and I'm really enjoy it. I'm not take a picture at all about that. I just see it and enjoy the moment.
Oh, it's so cute to see my mom taking so many pictures also on the rooftop. She was going around so many times taking pictures from all different angles. I'm very happy to see you happy. If you're taking so many pictures, that means you like to see that.
I do.
And that means I am happy because I'm happy that you're happy here. And I think my mom will also really enjoy the place we are going to visit now, the light show in Gardens by the Bay, which is, according to my research, at 7:45 and at 8:45 every evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Gardens by the Bay presents Garden Rhapsody. Watch the super trees come to life as we unveil the dazzling showcase of lights and musical trees.
And yeah, what was pure coincidence then was that the first songs they played were actually from my mom's favorite opera, Carmen. And that really, really made her happy. She got very emotional.
It's Carmen!
She even cried a bit, and seeing my mom getting so emotional and crying almost brought me to tears as well, to be honest.
These are my favorites. Did you order them for me?
So that was a very special and touching moment. Unfortunately, I can't play the music from Carmen here in the video for you now because the music is copyrighted. But I actually have many childhood memories of my mom watching Carmen on TV. So I also recognized the music immediately, and it was such a beautiful moment to see my mom being so happy watching this Carmen music here in Gardens by the Bay in Singapore.
Rhapsody is brought to you by Gardens by the Bay. And we hope that you have enjoyed the show.
Oh, and I did not expect to see my mom this emotional.
2 of my absolute favorite opera songs. I did not see that coming. That is a big surprise. And a very good one. Gosh, this is...
That was very emotional. She was crying. When I'm seeing my mom crying, then
because of the beauty of
I'm getting also emotional. I'm very happy that you are happy. So that was an emotional end to our first full day here in Singapore, and we have more things planned tomorrow. See you tomorrow morning. Okay, and it is the next day here in Singapore, and we are currently at the rooftop of our hotel here. We have a beautiful pool area here, even including a jacuzzi. And yeah, the plan for today is to visit another very interesting place here in Singapore. It's a place that many would not expect to exist in Singapore. And you remember earlier I was speaking about a challenge for both of them, and actually for me as well. That is also going to happen at that place. And by the way, our accommodation here actually provided me with a special discount code for my viewers. So if you are coming to Singapore and you would like to stay here as well, I will leave more details for you how to book this place, including the discount code, in the description. And now let's start the next full day here in Singapore. Okay, and we are now in a place called Vivo City, and from here we can take, I think, a cable car to Sentosa Island. That's where we're heading to. Okay, we're just walking by here. My mom just asked if we are going on one of these.
Yes.
She's a bit worried about heights. And the proper challenge will be later on, which has also something to do with heights. We want to go to Sentosa with the cable car.
Okay, so from here to Sentosa will be Mount Faber line. So once you reach Sentosa, there's another cable car Sentosa line.
Okay, then 3 tickets.
Comfort zone sometimes.
That's the goal, that's the plan.
That's the idea, right?
Yeah, because if you're leaving your comfort zone, that's where you make memories. Okay, so the price is 35 Singapore dollar per ticket, and that includes going to Sentosa Island, taking the cable car on the island and returning later. And yeah, once we're in the cable car, I will explain to you and to my mom and Lisa where we're actually going and why this place is so special here in Singapore. Is this challenging for you now?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, okay. Oh, there's the view. Oh, look at that. So what you can see over there is Sentosa Island. It's an island here, basically like an entertainment island. There's Universal Studios over there. There's a beach on the island and several activities to do. So if you want to have a fun day, you can actually go to an island here. So Singapore also has an island. Many people would not expect a place like this here in Singapore, because when you think of Singapore, you think of like the big city, the skyscrapers, but there's actually an island.
Not a beach.
Yeah.
I will not expect a beach. No.
Yeah, I will show you the beach later. It's a very beautiful place actually, and that will be very cool to explore. Is it okay now?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah, okay,
Not
good.
the most comfortable I've ever felt in my life, but I'm okay.
And here we are on the island. And yeah, the real challenges are waiting on the island here now. Something that has also to do with heights, but I will reveal it a bit later.
It's really big.
Yeah, the island is actually quite large. So I think if you would walk from here to here, it would probably take you an hour or so. But yeah, we also have cable cars here, so our ticket includes taking the cable car on the island as well.
Is that a peacock?
That's a peacock over there, yeah.
So let's go take a picture.
You want to take a picture? Okay. Is he going to use the stairs?
Is he going to take the stairs? It's a male.
Oh yeah, it is going to take the stairs. Oh, beautiful bird. It is an artificial beach here, but it is a very, very beautiful beach. It looks super, super clean. There's not a single piece of trash anywhere here. You can really see they take care really well of this beach here. The water is not like crystal clear like on an island in the Philippines or in Thailand, because yeah, we literally have the open ocean over there. But the water quality is actually pretty decent, I'd say. And then we have the beautiful palm and coconut trees here. Behind you, you have the cable cars, the forest. It's such a beautiful place here, I really like it. I've been on this island before, on this beach. This is my second time here now. And this is actually one of my favorite places in Singapore. And definitely a place that many people don't know exists here in Singapore.
Surprising, isn't it?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Did you expect such a place in Singapore?
Not really.
Okay, we are sitting in a restaurant by the beach now, enjoying some Greek food actually. And before we're heading to the challenge, I actually would like to know from them if you enjoyed Singapore. And did it meet your expectations? Did it exceed your expectations?
Did it meet or exceed my expectations? I would have to say it exceeded my expectations by far. Although I didn't really have that many expectations anyway to start with. But I loved it. I loved everything that you chose to show me. I loved spending the time with you, and I thought it was very memorable. I loved the opera music best. I think that was my highlight.
So first time traveling here is so amazing. The country is so clean, so safe, and the food, it was so delicious. I really like the food. Actually, I am a picky eater, but yeah, but I really like all the food here.
Okay, I'm very happy to hear that both of them enjoyed their time in Singapore. But now I have a challenge for both of them. As you already saw earlier in the cable car, my mom is not the best when it comes to heights. So this might be a bit challenging for her now, because we are taking the Sky Helix, which is Singapore's highest open-air panoramic ride. You're sitting there basically on a table, and then you're going up to enjoy the view from up there. And I'm usually okay with heights, but when I took this one before, it was a bit challenging even for me. For you, not a big problem? Okay, so I just bought the tickets. One ticket is 20 Singapore dollar, and that includes a drink as well. Okay, then the challenge can start. Challenging your fear of heights. So we're sitting here now, we are waiting for this group to finish the ride, but they are just starting. So we can actually watch a full ride first, going up there, and then it's our turn.
I'm not really scared so much of the height. It's more that what if one of these seat belts broke or something, right? I think that's a bit scary.
Okay, there was one person just leaving because she was too scared to do it after she saw the seat.
I am having second thoughts about this. I think what I'm missing is in the cable car. It's not so bad because there's like the, the whole cable car around your body here. It's just I feel like really vulnerable.
The problem is sitting here and waiting because now you have time to think about it. If there would be no waiting queue and we could just go, then you would just go for it. Okay, my mom is a bit too scared now, I think. Like, if she's scared, we can go down again, right?
If she's scared, then she stay inside.
I'm not coming in.
Are you sure? Too scared?
We try with this height. If you cannot, then I let it down. Come.
Yeah, try first.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
You just go up a meter and then you make it down.
Yes, correct. I let you try. Come. I promise you, I will let it down if you don't like it.
Okay, that's...
It's worth of trying first.
Okay, we're letting her sitting in the middle now.
We try with this height first, okay?
Okay, so we are going up like 1 meter now just to give my mom a feeling.
So are you okay with this height?
Are you okay? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, don't look down.
So we are actually standing at 79 meters above the sea level and it's 35 meters above ground.
How often do you have that people actually panic up here? Does it happen?
How often?
Does it happen?
Yes. Maybe in a month around 2 or 3. But I always calm them down, ask them to relax or maybe just close their eyes just to experience the ride up. But if they are really not uncomfortable with the ride, I'll bring down the ride immediately.
Are you okay now?
Kind of, yes.
But it is actually pretty cool. The view up here, you can see over the ocean. You can see the downtown skyline of Singapore in the background over there. So the view is actually pretty phenomenal up here. And we are also very lucky with the weather today. The sun is shining. It is a bit overcast, which is actually good, so it's not too hot. Yeah, actually the islands you see over there, they belong to Indonesia. Where's Batam? It's over there, right?
Over there,
yeah.
and Bintan is this side.
Yeah, so that's Indonesian islands over there.
Maybe you can see the view behind me.
Yeah.
I'm very good. I'm okay. Nothing happened to me.
Thank you.
Oh, it actually feels good to have solid ground under my feet again. I'm very happy that you overcame your fear and came with us.
I think it was very nice that she offered to go up a couple of meters and
Yeah, right?
then make up my mind.
Yeah.
That actually really helped. So I'm glad I did it as well. I enjoyed it.
And now it's a lifetime memory. Overcoming your fear here in Singapore. And for you it was not really a challenge, right?
No, that
No
was
problem.
amazing and I really enjoyed it.
You even really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and I feel like I want to work here just for...
So doing this 20 times every day, no problem.
No problem for me.
Okay, so we are going to visit one more country on our trip. Try to guess in the comments which country. And if you haven't seen the previous video in which we visited an island in Indonesia, which was also a great trip, then check out the video right here. Stay healthy, stay positive, and then see you on the next episode. Ciao, guys.
So.